Welcome back to Liberty Tree Gaming. We are in Suchdol Fortress, and it's the morning after we arrived. We are, we've been summoned down to meet with Margrave Jobst, and hopefully Zizka didn't get in trouble overnight. So let's go downstairs and see what's happening. This is a tight little stairway.
Look out!
Definitely shouldn't rob your host. These stairs are like most stairs in Rattay, where you go down them, you practically fall.
Great price. What good's a bow to you?
There's Katherine.
Meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My men train like that every day.
Admirable. If Sigismund and his army happen to turn up, you
Is that a bruise?
warriors.
Nice, but
Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
that's not how I'd put it. In the end, as mein Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Sure. Your garrison is impressive. Let's,
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Hey?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pullcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
That's for f***'s sake.
Enough! I give up!
was I just using my sword? Because if I was using my sword, that guy's dead.
Good day to you. Good day.
Oh, he's dead. Where's Katherine?
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trosky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Bergow's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
All right, they got me dressed again. Troth, where?
How was your trip?
And the scar.
It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
This. I fell off the battlements of Laxenberg Castle.
Nope.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Me? Well, considering what we've been through, surprisingly good.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Katherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
All right. I'll do that
I'll be
one.
going then.
You okay? Let's look at that crossbow. Let's see. That was the decorated field crossbow, which is better than what we're using. A war crossbow made by a true master, beautifully inlaid with bone and polished wood. This beauty may not look like it belongs in combat, but it can pierce chainmail armor as well as weak plate armor. She stretches herself with an iron contraption called a goat's foot, because no one can stretch her strong shoulders with their bare hands. Wow, that is actually a lot stronger than what we have. Let's throw that on. Can't really see it. Oh well. And does our journal say anything? I managed to win despite the state I was in. I made short work of the guard. It's one thing to practice fighting and another to have real experience, which the local garrison has here clearly lacks. Zizka's injuries looked horrible yesterday, but a solid night of sleep and the barber's care has evidently improved his mood. He doesn't want to accompany me to the audience because he doesn't like the Margrave. Okay. And I've been called to see Margrave Jobst. I should hurry. Let's go.
Henry! Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergow's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trosky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergow at Trosky?
Well, it's,
Bergow had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trosky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
Unexpected?
An unexpected guess?
Yes, of course, I've heard of Zizka before, and of his unconventional ways of supporting our king. But I don't know where you know him from.
We met outside Trosky, in rather complicated circumstances. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zizka orders? Do you know?
I actually don't know. But it seems like Henry may know. But I'm gonna go with my my knowledge, which is 0. I don't know.
I have no idea, sir.
That's a pity. I would be very keen to know.
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know? Aren't you all on the same side?
Bear in mind that my dear cousin, His Majesty King Wenceslas, has many supporters, and each of them has their own ideas about how to defend him.
I understand. It seems complicated.
On the contrary, it's all quite simple. If I could get them all together in one banquet hall, give them their fill of wine and venison, they'd come to an agreement on the spot. Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching. What in God's name did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Hans, it was all his fault. Lay it down. Let's go with that.
It was nothing really. Just a bit of trouble on the way.
You regard the pillory as just a bit of trouble. You must live a most unusual life. In any case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Yeah,
You
Toth.
should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Bergov.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk. And do you want to tell me anything else? Besides about Toth?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Lichtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Bergov's dungeon, and I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Ooh. Like, I didn't say anything, right?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Bergov already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
Yeah, so...
Sir, that's a generous offer, and I appreciate it. But it's not what I want.
If you wish to stay and help here, I'll be glad, of course. I need someone to escort my envoys, and you've proven yourself more than capable.
It's Lord Capon, Your Grace. I came to find out where he is, and rescue him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Bergow has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hynek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hynek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Jobst didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Katherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Lichtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go!
Nobody likes this guy. Pay a coach caravan take you between Trosky and Kuttenberg regions. Cool. where are we? Wow. This is larger than Trosky. We're about the same. But look at that city. Oh my goodness. Days and days of exploring that. All right. A horse. Didn't seem to have any gear on. I should have noticed. All right. So we will put that on. Saddle. That harness. So the horseshoes on. Mutt. Oh my gosh, Mutt, I've neglected you. I'm so sorry.
Unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumour mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favoured meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hynek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Lichtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Bergow. But don't worry. It's going to take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Katherine will find out where young Lichtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I hope so. And when he's free, then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Should we speed up?
Yeah.
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
Like, it's beautiful and all, but really want to get some story, or at least to a point in the story where I can get free again.
Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry.
I warned you had it coming, you drunk!
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternable, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Zizka?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
You drinking the spirits straight from the alchemy bench?
It's like cracking a hot dog.
We're going to get you, you Horton!
Dang.
Let's do it! You won't be able to take another
You're
one
so
like...
ugly, you just got to die!
Oh no. Hold on, I may have to load that save. Because this is poisoned.
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Zizka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubyenka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubyenka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Zizka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
I'm just gonna keep quiet.
Can he be trusted? He looks like he'd be happy to rat us out the first chance he gets.
Dreadlight? I don't think so. They'd arrest him as well as if he went to snitch on us. If you keep paying him, he'll serve you.
If you say so. So, what's up with the devil? I need to talk to him.
That won't be easy. He got locked up.
What? They captured the devil, and you're just saying it like it's nothing.
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Kubyenka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, he botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't. It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes your dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those f***ers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get him there. We can't pull off something like that.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We're only 3. So unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody will listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hit them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubyenka to get the hand cannons he may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great.
Really?
At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
Alright, if he dies, I'm gonna be ticked. No trough, huh?
How did you meet Zizka anyway?
Someone's been tampering.
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Zizka. But that is how...
I'm filthy. Alright, my fox is finally worn off. So I'm gonna go ahead and drink that to get the speech bonus.
Friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in that jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Oh my gosh.
That's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another more. You get along with Zizka famously, don't you?
I'd gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one. Like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Ha! Really? Sounds like a challenge.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived. And the body's to go to the grave properly up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop a demon.
So you're a mercenary,
a demon.
cutthroat,
I think it's
swindler,
Carpe
drunk,
Diem.
and on top of that, a philosopher.
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks.
Ah, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Zizka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
This terrain looks just like where I live. Like, no lie. This is just up the road from where my house is. It looks like it anyway. Somebody over there. Is it a tree trunk or something? How far are we going? Bahunovitz. Okay. And like, is it not marked? Or are we right on top of it? I think he is the marker, actually. Makes sense, because I don't know where we're going.
My, what a...
What?
Here you go. Take it. Oh, almost done.
Eat the food, Mutt.
Not done yet.
Good boy. Good boy.
He can smell the wench from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Anna could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk. But we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Edda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found...
What are we going to do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's not much, but we called it home.
Oh, this mess?
Hey, you don't see me insulting your home.
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders. By the uprooted tree. And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea. A hazy memory. A hunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Where are they?
One of those places. Let's look at all of them. They are here somewhere.
We're gonna dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearings. You'll see. Anyway, we need a shovel. There used to be one by Janos' tent.
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves. He was so proud of it until he woke up covered in caterpillars.
Come on then. We don't have much time.
are you growling at, buddy?
Here, Matt. Search.
I guess I get to dig it up.
We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried them. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodiel, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Yeah, you shut up then, didn't you?
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
Why not? It'll make the digging go faster.
Good boy.
See what the journal says about this. Let's see. The hand cannons are supposed to be buried underground, but Kubyenka doesn't remember exactly where. Now I have to dig according to his instructions. Fortunately, I don't have to go looking for a shovel, as one is leaning near a tent. Yeah, I'm holding it. Okay.
I found something.
Beautiful. Is there enough for both of us?
Cheers.
Oh, this is bliss. Right. Let us find those devilish trumpets.
I got a perk. All right. Let's see. Experienced reveler. When you're drunk, life is just somehow nicer. The bonuses of the positive phase of drunkenness come into full effect earlier. Enhanced mixture. When you're drunk, using any potion will heal you in addition to its own effect. The healing effect will be stronger the drunker you are, but will never exceed 20. Alright, we're gonna go with experienced, maybe. Yeah. Like, I like that one. Potions fill you up half as much, so you can actually drink more potions. Because, I mean, I have a digestive potion I can use, so we'll go with this one. More time in the positive phase of drunkenness. Okay, by the rock.
Right. Enough playing around. Dig. Here.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Just like the last time. Ah, so this is the grave of poor Lodiel. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh.
was stench.
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life and some soap.
What about us?
If L'Oreal is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are.
What is this icon now? Hold up. Overeating, 145. How much did I drink? Hold on. Right, I mentioned that digestive potion. Let's do it. I mean, it's gonna take 2 of them to fix this. Let's see. Well, that one does 20, and Henry's will do 30.
So, this is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never. I found it.
Don't you want to dig the last hole yourself?
I'll tell you something, Henry. There are 2 kinds of people. Those who work and those who watch. Both are equally important. You can guess which of us is which.
Carefully wrapped handguns. A pair of hand cannons wrapped in a wax canvas. Something's rattling, but it's probably just ammunition. I have to bring them to Zizka at the agreed ambush site.
See? I told you I knew exactly.
Can I get the rest of the stuff too?
God, why are you punishing me?
Oh, don't cry. We have more important things to do.
Will you take the cannons?
I won't be lugging them around.
Right. Are we going to see Zizka?
Let's go. Or do you want to go alone?
I'd rather go with you. Just in case.
Mount up then. We've wasted enough time as it is.
How much did Henry drink?
And boozing and boozing.
I think I've heard that one before.
And boozing, boozing and bring on the barrels and roll out the wrenches.
How did Zizka put it? The best shot north of the Alps, and also the best singer north of Sasau. Nightingales have nothing on you.
Did I get a perk? I did get a perk. Hit start 2 when using the fast start. By double tapping left stick, the horse will start even faster than before and will not lose stamina. Yeah, we'll do that one.
Quadrants of harlots and brags from the wine tags. For the rest today, I'm with my comrades.
Oh, we're swerving all over the road.
Today still will be merry. Drink your booze and we'll make hats roll like berries. And boozing and boozing and f***ing and boozing, boozing and f***ing. Bring on the barrels and roll out the wrenches. There's nothing better than a nice pair of titties. That doesn't rhyme much.
Yeah. We got some stuff here, dude. How drunk am I right now? Still overnourished. My goodness. Let's do one more of these.
What about felling a tree across the road? Hand me an axe and I will do it myself.
All right, we're going to pause here and continue with this in the next episode. So until then, be good.